I can't. Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. How are we all this fine Christmas Eve? Well, welcome to Tim's live YouTube thing. We're gonna do a little bit of work on this Crust Bombora tonight. I have no idea what I'm doing, so Tim and Ben better not leave me high and dry. Let us all know how you are doing in the comments.
What you sipping on?
I'm finishing up a little bit of an IPA from Noble Beast, something with beets in the name. That's what they wrote on the crowler. That's all I can remember. After that, I'll be moving on to some hardcore parkour from Magic City. What are you all sipping on?
Ben's drinking a North High Wired Coffee Stout.
Oh.
Other Ben's drinking a Columbus Bodie.
Cool, fill me up.
Yeah, down a little.
As I sat in this chair, approximately 47 seconds before we went on live, I thought, oh man, we should have put all of these components, we should have wrapped them, we should have put them in a Santa sack. It's a real missed opportunity.
Yeah, well, there's always next year.
Oh, Bean! Beaner!
Here comes
Come
the
here,
bean!
Beaner! Come here, Beans! The Beaner! Hiya, Beans! 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 Alright.
Let's see what we got in the box.
I got some handlebars. I believe they are the salsa cow chippers. Is that correct? That's correct.
Cow
I got the high sign. So drop bars, slightly flared. Got these cranks.
SRAM Apex.
SRAM Apex.
Devil's Drivetrain.
Yes. The Devil's Drivetrain. I got this Rode external bottom bracket, the highest quality. It's a 6873. I don't have any idea what those numbers mean.
68 is kind of the road standard bottom bracket shell size.
Sounds like it's one off to me.
73 is mountain.
Learn something new every day. I got some grease.
Some fancy grease.
I got some SRAM Apex levers. Got this here. Somebody should have cleaned this. It's derailleur. It's a little dirty.
Is someone running that?
Also SRAM Apex.
Also a SRAM Apex. I believe this was Ryan Hughes. Ryan Hughes, you should clean your bike parts more.
Was that Ryan Hughes?
I don't know.
I thought so. I thought you took it off something.
Might be. My rally's built up with Ryan Hughes parts. So.
Got this SRAM cassette.
10 to 42.
10 to 42. I also don't know what those numbers mean. I know it has something to do with the size, but that's as much as I know.
Everything to do with this.
I got some disc brake calipers. Does somebody want to remind me what my brakes? One is a flat mount. Which one's the flat mount? Front or the rear?
The rear.
The rear is a flat mount. The front is a post mount. I read that off the sticker. And
Oh, a bike light.
why is this? Did you put that in there? I don't know where this came from.
Isn't that your light?
I'm pretty sure my light is still on my bicycle. And a disc brake mount adapter. So that's what's in the box. That's what's in the box. Oh, also got this rear wheel. With a hub.
Put some things on there.
Yeah. We're gonna build the front wheel. It'll be very similar, but also slightly different. You guys having a good time? All right. What do I do now? First prize to whoever in the comments tells me what to do. Babe, who's telling me what to do?
So we're building your Bombora. Well, we're gonna kind of dry fit it now that we go crazy, but I think maybe we're thinking put that bottom bracket in there.
Yeah.
Should we unlight it?
Well, yeah, but I mean, they didn't get to see it lit up. But that's okay.
Do you need a hub for the front wheel?
Yes.
So you just have a rim and spokes, basically?
Well, as of now, I have nothing for the front wheel.
Ah.
So when I say I need a hub, it's true, but I need all of the other things too.
It's got a comment. It says first thing to do is drink a beer.
Oh! Check! What's next?
Ben says bars.
Bars? Oh, but I gotta... Alright, well, we gotta find something to talk about because I gotta take this bar tape off first.
How about tire consideration? Any plans for tires?
Oh yeah, you were talking about tires.
I was. I'm leaning towards some Ultra Dynamicos. I'm thinking, there's the race, the JFF, and then the third kind. And I'm thinking of doing the third kind because it has better puncture resistance. Particularly if you're riding loaded.
You're always riding loaded.
And then the tread, I think, is the Rosé. Is the tread I was looking at? Anybody out there have any Ultra Dynamicos?
Somebody that's crashing the party.
With these modern ones, Ben, do you take this plate all the way off, or do you slide them through like you do with vintage ones?
Without the levers on it, you could slide it through.
Yeah.
Typically, you take the plate off.
Do I need to use an Allen key to get off this?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I think it's a 4mm.
Let me just check my nifty box of bike tools from Albert.
I was surprised how light those bars are. They're pretty nice.
Yeah.
They're the cow kippers?
Yeah. I really like those.
Do you have the 4?
Oh yeah, look at that. What do you have?
I have the 3. But actually it's a 3, just for future reference.
I like these rounded ones. These are nice. These are nice Allen wrenches.
Where'd you get those from?
My friend Albert and my friend Chrissy gave them to me for my birthday. It was Chrissy's idea. Just so everybody knows.
How many, the rim that Erin was going to put on, that's a 32 spoke?
This one is a 28.
This is?
Yeah.
What's the front?
The front Otis set is going to be a 32.
Oh, B. Vixer has the copper race in gray.
I know, but I'm not
Ben, it's not who you know that makes you cool, you're just cool.
I think I might get those for, what's that other bike I have?
Pacer?
Yeah. B. Vixer. Vixer? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That's not his last name, is it?
Oh, is that Brad?
You idiot. Are you dyslexic?
No, it's his YouTube handle. It's not his real name. They don't make you like log in with credentials on this thing.
Let's discuss my tire options. Does anybody have any favorite gravel tires? 650B, not Ultra Dynamica? Sell me on them.
I do.
Tell me more, Ben.
The 650B tires that I have on the grill mountain that you test rode.
Mm-hmm.
What are those?
Renee Hurst. Juniper Ridge. Knobby tires. I really like them. They're good. Fast-ish rolling. And very grippy and wide.
I think me and Columbus Ben both have cannonballs, right? Terravales. I can't remember how wide his are though. Well, he has the same rims as me. Does he have the same tires? Can't remember who else. Someone else had cannonballs also though.
Same tire, just different size.
Oh yeah.
He's
Yeah, cause I got
the Sparwood,
Oh yeah.
just wider.
Oh okay.
Oh, hi, Beans.
And 650D, I think.
Beaner.
B. Vixer, are you on the porch and we can't see because of the glare?
Yeah, if you try to bust in these doors right now, I'll be in your way.
Green air.
Green.
Yeah, see if that. We'll see if it slides in instead of.
Okay. Woo.
Try just a tip.
Smokey, babe. Smokey took one of my parts. Babe. Smokey, give that back. Beaner.
The cats are stealing bike parts.
I gotta put this back together so I don't lose it.
Traveling through just says cat.
Yeah. Traveling through commented on the video I posted earlier, so.
How did I put this other one together?
Brad says, it is so tempting.
Just for, it doesn't matter. Well, you probably just couldn't tell when it was inside there, but you don't have to pull them all the way out because it's just a plug that loosens it, you know what I mean? Do you want to put these on? See if it'll slide through. If not, we'll just pull it over there. Nice. So kind of go around, you know, as you tighten it, so you don't tighten down one, so they all end up even.
There should be markings on the front of the handlebars, so you can like get it centered in there.
Oh yeah, look at that. Well, oh yeah.
You kind of make the lines even on both sides. Sometimes handlebars don't have any marks on them, and it's really hard to figure out how to get them centered in there.
Beaner. What are you doing to Beans?
Bean does that no matter what's going on.
Shouldn't we talk about the things that I had done to the bike?
Oh yeah, because since we last unboxed it, we took it to the bike shop to have the specialty tools. Do you remember the things that were done to it?
All of the holes were machined, so they're nice and smooth. It's important for holes to be smooth. I don't know what your hand signals mean.
So, Otis had machined. So if you watch Tuesday, Otis, who was on, what do you call that? Like facing it, face the bottom bracket so it was even. What else did you do that with the top tube too, or the head tube also?
Yes.
And he did it with all the holes.
Facing, and he chased the bottom bracket threads.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Chase the bottom bracket threads, faced them, face the head tube angle, use the what do you call the
Head tube reamer?
head tube reamer, and then push the headset in place, because that's one thing that there's no point doing on your own, because you're not going to buy that tool to do it the 2 times you would do it in your life. Or I'm not. Plus, I use close stem, so I would never buy one anyways. But
I put these bars on myself.
Yeah, and we cut my fork.
oh, cut the fork. It came with the longest steerer I've ever seen in my life. It's like, what, 2 feet or something?
And put the seat post in.
Traveling through says, sub as well, digging the show. Brad asks, what color tape are you thinking?
I don't know.
Columbus Ben says baby blue.
This is the tape that happened to be on the handlebars. It's like an iridescent, like teal. I don't know if teal is right, but kind of purpley and kind of like bluish. Can you see that on the YouTube very well?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it could work. I'm not sold, but we'll see what it looks like.
Ben says he's not mature enough to hear someone say it's nice when all the holes are smooth.
Ah.
Ben obviously doesn't know that was on purpose.
There's a woman in the house. We're used to VGNO, Virtual Guys Night Out. So,
What?
don't worry about it.
Put these handlebars on myself, guys. Now what do I do?
I want to put the levers on?
Typically we would torque those bolts to 6 Newton meters, but we can do that.
Yeah, I think we want to wait on that because she's going to want to get her position with the levers where she wants them eventually. We're not running cables, so it doesn't need to be perfect, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ben, where did this light come from? Did
It
you
was
put
in
that
your
in
back seat, and I just.
Oh, okay. This is my light then.
Next I would do a big glob of this grease.
That grease and not this grease?
Yeah, this one for the bottom bracket, but just all on the inside, all the threads in there.
Post some stories, Danny, if you go out riding with your 32s, if you're able to take your hands off the bar long enough. I bet we just got the snow today that you got earlier or yesterday. Right, because isn't Danny in Minneapolis?
Yeah.
Do I smear it around with my finger?
Yeah. All
I'll be smearing it around with my finger next.
Are you still in the?
all around on both sides. And then we'll do the same to the threads of the actual bottom bracket.
Yep. Ben also said BB and cranks. I've never worked with a stand like this. Is that kind
Beaner, what are
it
you
feels like
doing?
it's going to be in the way when we're trying to put stuff
Yeah.
together.
I've never used this myself.
I've always used the stands that hold it by the seat post. This is our friend AJ owns Akron Coffee. Let us borrow it.
I don't look a stand horse in the mouth. Babe, I mean, if I were telling me to borrow this, then you would be holding this frame right now. So
Yeah. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I'm not used to it. Just, you know. So when we look like idiots trying to put stuff on, we have an excuse.
Yeah, I think putting the crank in might be a... see if that goes.
By the way, I have not watched. We were talking about this on. Me and Ben were just talking about it. We talked about it on Tuesday. Lucas Brunel's new video of riding, skitching in the snow. I was saving that for Christmas because Erin hasn't seen it either yet.
So on these threads, yeah.
Yep.
What kind of grease did you give her for that? Is that more like a?
It's just a kind of general park tool grease.
I always watch the Park Tool channel and they're talking about the different greases and all that stuff. And it's like I have one that I put on everything, but then again, I'm building vintage bikes, not a brand new Crust Bombora with new parts, so or mostly new parts.
Beaner, what are you doing? Smokes, do not eyeball this part.
When you guys ride in the snow, do you ride with glasses, like safety glasses or anything? I find in the cold I have to ride with eye protection, but when it's snowing sometimes it makes it harder to see. Got
Smoky.
Smoky.
No, leave the grease alone. Smoky. Okay.
So those should be marked left and right, or
They
drive
are.
side and non-drive side.
Left and right.
So
Space.
So I'm on the right side, right?
Yeah. And I think the drive side is lefty tighty, which would be, yeah, there you go.
There's arrows on.
I say it like a Brit.
Yeah.
I'm used to like GCN and stuff where they say anti-clockwise, which we never say in American English. Well, yeah, if you need glasses, you have no choice.
Okay.
Yeah, I just throw on my plastic, like, safety, like, grinding glasses when I'm riding, but a couple winters I went out without them, like, when it's, like, 22 degrees and get to, like, a place when your eyes are just, like, red and bloodshot. And... Oh, yeah, is the bottom bracket that came with the... Would you put that plastic spacer in there?
No.
No.
Those I think are for the in between the crank. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
That one, yeah. That
So
goes inside.
What do I do?
This goes inside the bottom. This is the bottom bracket shell. What you're putting in is the bottom bracket. When I open up some of my vintage bikes, you ever see those accordion clear style ones that are in there, and they're just like...
Wouldn't hurt to put a little like layer of grease just on the edges of that too. I don't think it's necessary, but Brad says Smokey is getting big.
Smokey is going to be freaking Jaguar. I don't think she's going to stop growing. She's like, Erin accidentally got a wild cat.
feel like she's grown though since you started saying that.
She's gigantic.
Okay, so this is not symmetrical, so which way does it go in?
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't do 0 degrees. I think, well, last year we do our Christmas ride on Wednesdays. It would have been last night, but we're not doing it right now. But that was 12 degrees, and that's about the coldest I go. 0 degrees, I can't even imagine. Oh, that spacer, Ben says.
Hey, Tim, will you go under the kitchen sink and get me?
Some towels.
Yeah, one of the white ones with the red stripes.
Smoky?
She bit you?
Of course, she always bites. You're gonna use this for grease, that's alright?
Yeah.
We get the polar vortex once every few years. I don't think we did have that really cool period last year. I don't know if it was a polar vortex, but like 4 or 5 years ago we got it where it was like down to -2 and stuff. But that's before I really even winter rode. That's actually longer than 4 or 5 or 6 years ago. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We had like a week where it was just like everybody's stuff was breaking. What's up?
Can you hand me my beer?
Yeah.
Ben, this doesn't want to go in like snug to the frame.
Yeah. Let's see. Might be that spacer in there.
Told you not to put that spacer
Also,
in there.
Sometimes there's.
Yeah, we have some friends who ride with like the orange lenses at night for their glasses, which are really nice.
Yeah, so there is a tool for this as well, which we don't have right now, but yeah, it fits on here and tightens both sides up. There's a proper torque for that too, but for right now we can just leave it like that.
Babe, do you have that tool?
Mine is for the bottom bracket.
Mm-hmm.
The one I have is the smaller size. There's two. Well, are there still just 2 sides? I mean, for this kind, right? There's the.
Yeah, there's at least 2.
At least 2, I'm sure. Bottom bracket standards are a pain in the ass.
What are all these for?
So those, depending on your crank and everything, are like little spacers. So that's something we might have to play around with. This is like a dust cap. I think there's another one,
There isn't.
that little plastic bag that was in there.
Oh.
There should be one more of these. And these cover the, see the bearing here?
Mm-hmm.
That'll go in between that and when the crank goes on to keep a little more stuff out of it.
So can we put the crank on even though this still has to be tightened down?
We can do it just for, just to like
Just for my experience.
have it together. Yeah. But we'll definitely take that apart and properly torque everything.
Okay. So what do we do now?
Grab the other one of these. There's one.
Danny rides in shorts down to about 40, but he said they get regular negative temperatures. I was just saying like 30 now is getting to the point where that feels fine to me.
Smokers? These aren't for you. Beans. They're not for you either.
Oh, we got a bean in the house.
Which one is it? This one or this one?
Should be this one. And then we'll take the Crankset and 10 millimeter, I believe, wrench. So that really big one.
Babe, there's a bean on my lap.
What are we looking for?
10.
The big one.
The big. Please, can I have the big one, babe?
Whoops, closed my phone out. I've never done. I think the most modern crankset I have is Hollowtech 2. I guess the 11 speed has a.
Do I take this all the way out?
Yeah. Yeah, it might be a little bit.
Danny said Bean is. Did you post a picture of your cat tonight? Says Bean is the name, not you. Your cat's alive.
Well,
Yeah,
Help
this
me,
cat's not
please.
officially named the Bean, but I just keep calling it the Bean,
Her real name is Mrs. Fluffy Sugarbottom.
which I refuse to say. So, thus the Bean.
Can you pass me the 8 millimeter? Maybe it's even smaller.
the 10 worked on this piece.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like a doubler.
A double? I was not prepared for that, Ben. Bean.
Was that just a white cat, Danny, or is it a Siamese too? I couldn't see its face. I think it was looking down.
God.
Somebody should have used more grease.
Yeah. There's that.
Okay.
So that would be the your side, drive side.
Okay.
Goes through.
Oh wait, was I supposed to put some?
Oh yeah, the two.
What are you putting on spacers?
Those are caps for the bearings.
Like
seal.
This
type.
way, right?
Yeah. And then the other one.
Oh, he's an orange
on
guy.
the other
Okay.
side.
Ben said call him. People call him Mr. Fluffy Sugarbottom too.
And that you want to make sure it's. Yeah.
Or you could put them even and then just pedal with both feet at the same time.
Don't be an idiot.
Brad said he just bought the same MCB sweatshirt.
Oh, yeah? Twinsies.
So then, yeah, that and the.
Did you get the Christmas ornament too, Brad? I got the ornament. I like that system. That's simple without. You don't have all those clips and stuff from the Shimano ones you need to worry about, and the plastic cap.
Yeah.
How tight? I realize this is gonna have to come apart again, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
I just
necessarily
go
matter.
Right about there
Okay.
for now.
Let's pretend I'm actually putting the bike together. How tight would I want to go? A specific torque?
Yes. So.
How
the other-
tight would you go?
Do you still have the other?
As tight as I could.
Yes,
okay.
this one.
Oh, it's the right.
Is that just a dust cap?
I'm not sure. So the inner one, I think, it's typically like 40 Newton meters.
Oh, they had a Christmas ornament, Brad. Like a ball. What do you call those?
It's in the thumbnail.
It's in the thumbnail.
Yeah, that we'll just do hand tight for now since the bottom bracket isn't all the way. in.
Okay. All right. Now it happened.
Yeah, and depending on your chain line, I think, is when all those little spacers come into play.
Okay.
So depending on the break and all of that. Do you want to put the levers on?
Yeah. Danny, I went from 9-speed 105 on my gravel bike to 11-speed 105, and I like it. It's a road group set. But I also ride that like a road bike sometimes. It's total personal preference. I think in general, SRAM is now more popular for anything kind of off-road, right? Or it's becoming more popular. Well, All City almost does 50-50, right?
Yeah. I think it's, yeah.
It's just, I like the way Shimano shifts. It's what I'm used to, but I'm sure I would just get used to SRAM if I used it. I think, Ben, you have both kinds of group sets, right? You have some SRAM, some Shimano.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't have a preference either way. I like them both. They both do the job.
GRX is expensive. Otis, who was on Tuesday, he prefers SRAM, right? I mean, he's pretty well.
Yeah.
He also likes that it's an American company, which
So I'm gonna go the opposite way. There you go.
I'm happy having,
And that it kind
a
of
1-to-1 ratio, like a 34-34. I don't need
Down
anything
just a
easier than that on my gravel bike, but so
all
I could
this
do a
stuff-
road group set. But that's not for everyone. GRX makes way more sense for, I think, a lot of gravel bikes.
Seems great for right now.
Or 1x SRAM type.
I think it's a 5.
I'm not sure I got the.
Yeah.
What do you call
kinda
this? The hood?
Yeah.
I want
You really gotta
hood.
scrunch it up, and it's kind of annoying.
Where do you tighten the SRAM ones from? I don't even know. You don't go in the front like a Shimano?
Like all the way up here,
Oh, okay.
or I guess
Yeah, let me.
there's your hood there. Roll it up. You kind of gotta go pretty high. There's I think it's a 5mm little bolt there. So with that hood in the way, it can get just to be
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, because even with the 11-speed Shimano's, you go in through the other side of the lever. You have to find it. It's a channel. You never actually see it really with the hoods on.
Yeah, not sure if it's in yet or is it in yet?
Have to ask for help.
Great question.
So to get those in the position you want, I like to have, be standing over the bike where it would be,
Right.
But there's different methods. I was talking about this before too. Some people think they should be level with the bottom of the drops. I think you put them where you're comfortable. That's a good starting point,
Bean
You're
in
right.
the box!
Here's your other one.
Hi, Beans.
Here's
Being in a box.
having a good time.
Is that 1x, Ben? Pedal pusher, your 1042. What's your front ring then? Or are you running 2 up front? GRX says both, right? 1x in.
Yeah. Actually, just got a GRX.
These are some tight rubbers.
Ordered a GRX crank for the salsa.
Ah.
Just to make Otis happy.
Whoa.
Oh, that's what those are for.
What?
Oh. There's
lines?
little lines on these.
Where?
I was going to ask about those
that's
ones.
nice. Yeah, that's nice to even them out. I'm always feeling around and moving them on the vintage bars. You can't tell.
Yeah, even with those, it's like once you get it together, like and actually getting it on the ground, like
feeling it. Yeah.
Just the angles and all of that.
All
What's
right.
up? Kenny's here.
Hi, Ken. All right.
Kenny said if you had a nickel.
Can I ride it yet?
You should we put the cassette on the wheel?
Yeah, let's see that cassette. I don't know if that's
Let's see it.
the right one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Jesus Christ.
What would the difference be?
So I had the one, and then when I got, he said I needed a different one because I got XD hubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not the XD. So, I think we can hold off on that.
SRAM has two different. What is one
Where the
mountain?
hell did my beer go?
So, the hub, if you take a look at the
We'll do it later.
free hub body, it might look a little different than yours on your rally.
Yeah.
Notice like how the one on the rally has all the splines sticking up.
Yeah.
This one is an XD, which enables you to run a 10-tooth cog. So it's a different cassette, different free hub body. So that one won't work on this one right now.
So that's
Did the cassette I had before, would that have worked? Because he made me.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Brad asked Kenny what's up, and Kenny said nothing. Just finished building a bike. 15 minutes start to finish.
So I think
Kenny, you want to come over?
we could put the brake calipers on.
Oh yeah. Could also hang the rear derailleur too.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that first.
Oh, okay. But it's dirty. Should I clean it?
I mean, no.
Yeah, we can.
I mean, that's pretty dirty.
Kenny said including unboxing.
Yeah. It is a little dirty.
Kenny, you didn't
Use
like
that
my
towel.
Kenny, you didn't like my 4-part series on running brake and shifter cables?
Because you spent too much time drinking?
Drinking and talking.
Oh,
See, now I can
talking.
talk. You guys are doing all the work.
What else do we got?
Ben asked, Ben, does Erin need a Shimano cassette? But no, that's still, or could you, or the shifting, is the spacing the same when you shift with SRAM and Shimano?
No, she, with that hub, needs the SRAM XD
SRAM XD.
cassette.
That cassette was $130?
Yeah, but I didn't pay $130 for it. Because I got a cassette with the rest of the drivetrain. And then when I got XD hubs, he said that cassette won't work. So he bought that one back and sold me this one. So I didn't really. I mean, I did pay for the whole thing, but.
Yeah.
I'm saying I have no SRAM, so I'm clueless on SRAM. So.
Oh, this might actually be right.
Oh. After all that? I think we got the right stuff, actually. We've been drinking for a while.
Where's the bean? Oh, beans in a box.
Ben, I'm assuming you said that, like, that's what she has.
Yeah, this is right.
Oh.
All right.
My bad.
Back to business.
But wait, didn't you say that I don't have what we need to do that?
Not completely
Oh, okay.
torqued, but
Yeah, not to
we could
torque
get
it,
on
but to
there.
put it
Cool.
together. Yeah. Still get to see how it all works.
So yeah, this is pretty easy actually. You just grab the cassette here, and there's just threads there.
Do I need to grease it?
No, it's got it good a
Okay.
little bit. both there. So just get them on there kind of as level as you can.
Be careful too, those are thin threads. Well, they were on school stuff.
And then, yeah, this might be a little tricky without the correct wrench.
That levels it. She has the tool though that actually goes, that keep it straight.
Yeah.
No, I can't do anything, right?
Yeah. When you first get it on there, it's pretty.
Oh, it starts tight?
Yeah, not. Like you can still turn it a little bit, but it really takes a lot. And those go on there pretty tight.
Pretty strong, guys.
Yeah, so if you had the actual crescent, you would actually be cranking that down really hard, right?
Yeah. I think that's about 40 Newton meters too. But
It's pretty much 40 Newton meters. It's pretty much my max, guys. Okay. I can't turn it anymore.
Yeah.
Do you want to turn it more?
yeah,
Okay.
it's about as tight as you can get it by hand.
Yeah, you'd normally be putting a ton of leverage.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can kind of dry fit that too. This should be a 5 I think it's a 6 millimeter.
6.
Yeah, that side.
I haven't watched back what Otis was saying when I had run to the bathroom or grabbing beers last week on Tuesday. But there was a couple times where I come back and he's giving Christmas book recommendations.
What?
So the threads on that, you can actually grease those too.
On the through axle?
The tip of that.
Huh.
Just the tip?
Just add some grease to the tip?
Well,
Okay.
Otis usually smears like the whole thing, so you could do a
So like
little
you
bit.
will with a quick
Just a light.
So, lube the whole shaft. Got it.
I can do that over this way. Lube that shaft so we can see it.
Merry Christmas. So you up to 1,000 subscribers yet, Tim?
Yeah, all this shaft talk's gotta be helping. Are through rack axles the genuine question reversible, or do they just go one way?
Just one way. There's
Oh, it threads into the actual frame, or the
frames,
dropout.
thread it, yeah.
This frame, the dropout has the threads.
Thank you.
It's starting to look like a bicycle.
Where'd I put my tool?
What size was it?
The 6?
6 behind you on the chair.
I think so, yes.
And typically that would have the brake rotor on it too, but
We'd already put the rotor on, yeah.
But nice to get the wheel on and
See what it looks
out
like.
of the way. See if you can.
I don't
push
think
in
you're-
light. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those get a little bit tricky sometimes.
Who knew? Now I can't get it out. I can't get it out. Guys, I can't get it out.
Whoops. But still. Is this tightened up? Oh, yeah. That keeps it from rushing. Ooh, a little noisy. Gotta do the, wait, the freewheel test, yeah. So you get the mic up there like GCM style.
Now what do I
Oh,
do?
the derailleur.
Oh, the, right.
Start.
Don't forget forget to cup the balls.
Who said that? Kenny?
No, Ben. Spit on it.
Okay.
So this, see how it has a little like, lip thing here?
Uh-huh.
You want to match that. This goes on like the top of that little lip.
Should we spin this around?
I mean,
The bike
sure.
stand.
I mean, really, what a noob move that I didn't.
DSO it.
Yeah. Okay.
I like the black. At first I was thinking I'd, like the black bars, seat posts, and rims. First I was thinking the purple might look good with like chrome looking stuff, but I like the black on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so gotta match the lip.
Yeah. So it just goes, like that goes on the top of that. And that should be a 16. It might be a 5. Yeah. Is it threading on there?
Yep.
Cool. What's that?
That's a chunky ass derailleur. That's your B limiting screw, so that's how far it swings.
Okay.
That's that.
Oh, you got this bottle cage. These fancy bottle cages.
Oh yeah,
Talk about
let's
these.
do those.
Merry Christmas to me. I need a knife or scissors. Babe, there should be scissors in that drawer. You know, the ones that, the drawer that the cats always chew on. Oh, no, I took the scissors out.
Oh yeah, we got the calipers too.
Oh, yeah, the calipers.
Yeah, Erin's gonna run the double drivetrain one by.
Who are you talking to?
Kenny. I don't know if we ever told this story, but we were all riding one night and we were talking about 1x versus 2x, and I was like, if God wanted bikes to be 1x, he would have made them that way. And so then Kenny, who was running 1x, said, "Oh, so I'm running the devil's drivetrain." So ever since then, 1x has been the devil's drivetrain. Man, putting together a 1x on the night before Jesus' birthday, that's pretty...
Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah. All City Blade?
Got that from Otis.
Ah, sweet.
So those bolts you can grease up too. Make it easier to get them back out if you need to.
Yeah, this has turned into a real pagan holiday with this build, huh?
Babe, you're a pagan holiday.
Now it's a solstice party.
Where'd the lube go?
put it on the shelf? Where are my cats?
Smokey's chilling right here.
Bean's still in the box.
Bean in the box.
Y'all city stabbing.
I couldn't help but notice all the pants in the video.
I said pants on video. No pants if you're not on camera.
The
So-
cats don't have pants on.
Did you talk about these the cages? Where you got them, Erin?
No, I didn't.
Why don't you do that?
I'm working here. I got them from a wonderful friend named Ben.
Yeah, they're kind of cool. They have
I think they're super cool.
4 different mounting holes, so it says on the tag there, if you're running like a frame bag, you can run it down a little lower, or if you're not, you can just run it up higher, like you typically would.
Nice.
So
Oh, they're
little-
sweet. I didn't see the
Yeah,
all the little cutouts and everything.
Yeah,
They're
they're
from,
awesome.
SimWorks.
I don't. Oh,
I picked these up at Joy Machines, actually.
really?
Yep. And the bell, spare cycle bell.
Oh, we should ring the bell.
Ring the bell, babe.
You know what they say? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Let's see if I can hold this in the way to get the SimWorks, right?
That is spur cycle.
Spur cycle. Yeah. I can't. It's so hard to hold.
Every time a spur cycle rings, Yonda creams his pants.
I can't do. How did I do it before?
I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Ooh, it's a Christmas miracle.
I feel like I'm having more resistance than I should putting the screw in, and I don't want to strip anything.
You don't. Yeah, if it feels like it's too tight, slow up.
Yeah.
Listen to that sustain.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the mic's over there, not on the camera. A devil gets his drivetrain. Let's see that cage again.
Should I take my pants off for this? Or-
Where's the other cage? There were two,
Oh.
right?
Yeah.
Right.
Ben, did you specifically match your socks to the lining of your pants?
No.
I mean,
Oh,
it's pretty stellar.
yeah. Ooh, that is a little weird.
SimWorks is the cage.
Did you tell Alex these were from my Bombora?
No. I actually, when I was buying them, the cages and the bell, I was buying them for myself.
And then what happened?
That sounds like how I do
Came
my
over
own
here.
gift site.
I was like, oh, I could give those as gifts. So,
Well, that explains why you didn't tell Alex they were from my Bombora.
I'll be right back. Let me search my house for something to give Ben.
Yeah, I think you might have a little bit of.
My friend Pete once calls me up. He's like,
threads.
we're heading over to Wes's. It's his birthday. His parents invited us over. I'm like, when? He's like, in like 20 minutes. I went through my record collection and gave him one of my prized mono Rolling Stones records because I'm like, what? I gotta bring something. Hey, what's up, man?
Who dat?
It's my friend Pat. Hey, are you not pranking Pat? Not on Christmas Eve, giving people a break? He has his own radio show. Radio show, is that what the kids call it? Live stream, but audio? Yeah.
You told me about it, babe, but I know that you were probably saying that for the benefit of the audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have to chase those threads.
Really? On the cages? Well, then again, I've never had a brand new bike, so I wouldn't know.
I think there might be a little bit of paint on the inside. Get the other one on.
I'm gonna loop those threads. Babe, say hi to Bean while you're over there.
Oh, Bean is sleeping. Put the Bean on. Podcast, yeah. But it's live, right? Is it a podcast if it's live? I'm talking to
Fireplace cam.
fireplace.
How is that fire?
It's a little.
Why does it look purple on my webcam? Because webcams are garbage, even though everyone needs them now. They still make them like shit.
Hi, smokers.
Pop it!
Do I want it all the way down there? Does it sound I want that?
I'd run it up as high as you can for now. Just for now.
How's it sweet?
I appreciate that I don't have to think about this detail. You did good, Ben.
Bottle,
You
bottle
chose-
cage selection.
Yeah, you chose a stylish option for yourself.
Yeah. You bought yourself nice bottle cages and a great bell, and we appreciate it. Did I tell the story on Tuesday of us watching before Otis got there, the cyclocross race?
I don't think so.
Because that was
Oh my god.
Because that was my plan.
Yeah, those get weird with the angle.
I'll do that.
Tell
Sorry.
your story.
Yeah. So I meant to tell this on Tuesday before Otis got there, but Ben came over on, was that Sunday morning?
Oh, I don't think I have the
Yeah.
right ones.
I got up early at like
The ones
7:30.
I want are
and we were going to
in
watch
my bike
the
bag.
cyclocross
got
races. Namir, however you pronounce it, in Belgium, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Namor.
Namor. And so it's really early. I got up, slept here at Erin's, get up early in the morning, get home, get
Baba booey, baba booey.
I get flow bikes. I have flow bikes. I get flow bikes going, and the women's races first, and I turn it on and I see they're in the pits. And if you've ever used the Flow Bikes app and it's on my Fire TV, there's stuff moving, and I'm like, oh, and then I click below it to get it to go live.
I can make it
And I'm
work.
watching the race, and it's muddy and it's crazy, and then Ben gets there, and I'm like, Ben, look at how many people are watching this race, and we just can't believe like the crowd. There's just a huge crowd, and no one's wearing masks, and we're like Europe's having a problem with COVID, right? It's picking up there. I thought things are shutting down. And so we're like really confused. And then we're like, the world champion Alvarado, we're like, why isn't she wearing the rainbow stripes in this race? And we're like, we don't know everything about cyclocross. We're like, so why, if this was a road race, she'd be wearing the rainbow stripes. So we're confused. We're confused by a number of things. The race ends, they're on the podium and they do the kisses and everything. And that's when we're finally like, are we watching the wrong race? And I click and we had just watched all of last year's race. We go over and catch the last half lap of the 2020 race. And it makes a lot more sense. There's not a single person in the crowd. There's no podium girls. There's, everyone's wearing the right jerseys and masks. Yeah, everyone has masks on. So we did get to see the men's race, which was amazing. Exactly what everyone would expect. Van Aert, Vanderpool, big guy, just running away with it and fighting out amongst them. But yeah, man, no, there's. Yeah, we were just. Should have noticed earlier. We're Googling. We were literally Googling, like, why is Alvarado not wearing the world champs jersey? Like, trying to find that out. It's like, the answer is because, well, it's 2019. Didn't Van Aert win on Wednesday, yesterday? I think he beat Vanderpool in a midweek race. And I think Alvarado.
Didn't watch the men's of that yesterday.
Did Alvarado win the women's, I think?
Yeah.
I only read the headlines.
Yeah, she won. I think Clara Hunsinger came in 4 on that one.
That's what I was most bummed about missing the women's race is Hunsinger got second and we didn't see it.
Oh, we caught the end.
All right, now what happens?
Calipers.
Yeah. I think that's about it for now. The brake calipers. That
This one is the post mount.
posts the front.
We were talking about this, right? It's unusual to have them mixed on one frame. Or no?
Yeah, I think so. Otis and Yondo were both kinda not complaining about that, but
Don't
kinda.
complain about it.
Right.
So this you want to go. This is post. Let's see.
Beaner. I know beans.
So is one, you guys using an adapter for one?
Yeah. I thought this was for the rear, but
Yeah, Ben from Columbus said it's uncommon.
Beans.
It's interesting too because they redesigned the fork for this year. So you would think that would be.
Oh, there you are, huh?
yeah, I don't know if we have. Yeah, let's give that a try. So these come off. think these are 4 or 5 millimeter.
Five.
Oh, shoe status.
And then, yeah, it'll go the top.
Ben and
there.
Erin are going socks. I'm barefoot. I think usually our viewers are completely pantsless. That's the vibe I've gotten by them saying that.
Got
Oh,
those
nice.
wool socks.
I've got 2 pair of wool socks on.
Pat, what's your shoe status?
Bean.
How was the bean?
6 to 9 months.
Probably like 12 weeks.
12 weeks of the bean, and Smokey is 3
And this,
months
you
now?
want to not tighten all the way, although it doesn't really matter right now. So you want to have
I think Smokey's a little older than that.
leave that kind of just like it is with
Okay.
a little bit of play.
Brad, for some reason I'm picturing you sitting there like all dressed up. Like you got like your shirt tucked in,
I think
shoes
he's
on,
got like a ascot.
ascot. That's it, thanks, I was late. Bean's real vocal, and we've now watched and read some stuff, and that's pretty typical of Siamese, which I had no idea.
Vocal.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
All right. And then
Bring it.
here one. That'll go. Like so. Get over there. Goes in between.
Wait, how the heck does what? Where does this go? Oh.
So
The whole DSO thing's really coming back to bite us, huh?
yep. Ooh.
What is that tiny piece?
Mm. Here, let's see.
You said this got all clockwork orange all of a sudden.
What? I don't even know what that means.
It's a,
I know what clockwork orange is. I don't understand how this situation is reflective of that.
Pat says he's rocking a single sock left. Thoughts?
What kind of sock?
A white sock?
Just like a tube sock? Like an athletic sock?
I don't know, I'm trying to think how stylish Pat would be in his socks. I can see him being very utilitarian about his socks, just rocking some tubes.
Rocking some tubes.
As the kids say.
Is that what the kids
I'm
say?
trying to keep this cool for millennials. I'm trying to bring our, get us into the demographic. You know, Tuesday pretty much, everyone was over 80. The advertisers aren't gonna like that.
Yeah, I don't know if we have the right bolts for this.
Andy's got his merino
What do you
Carhartts
think?
on.
Oh.
Yeah, let's hold off on this one.
Okay.
Victor's got
We're holding off on that.
his
Caliper.
Jogger. Is that a soft J? Joggers and my wool Glerups? Glerups? Glerups slippers? Do you know this, Erin? Sounds like something you know about. Glerups slippers?
Let me look.
Oh,
Merino.
got about
You looked at that and you were like, I don't know who B. Vixer is?
When we first started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brad, I'm sorry, Tim is an idiot. Okay. Have we done everything we can do?
Yeah, I think we're...
Got about 20 times more.
Let's take a step back and just admire our work.
20 times more done than Tim has the last 5 days.
Yeah, there's 3 of us. Come on, give me a break.
So, what are my next moves?
Build the front wheel.
Build the front wheel.
Pick up some brake rotors.
Brake rotor.
Run the cables.
Run the cables.
Chain. And get all the stuff properly torqued.
Proper torque.
Do you have a saddle yet?
Oh yeah, what
No,
are you
not
thinking about
yet.
for saddle?
I have the B17 with a cutout, and I really like it. I was considering a Celi Anatomica.
What is that saddle like? I'm not sure which.
I mean, it's similar. I'm not sure. I don't remember if it's leather or not. But, my BFF, Colleen, used to have a Brooks. Loved it, but then got a Celi Anatomica. Loves it more. So, but, I mean, it's hard, it's hard. Everybody's push is different. For the ladies, the hoo-ha is different. I don't know.
I mean, if you like your saddle.
I do, but could I like a saddle more? I don't know. Smokey, could
Why?
you not chew on that? Ride the bike, Bean. Ride the bike. I'm sorry, Beaner. I love you.
Yeah, I think it's getting there though.
Yeah, doing good.
Tires.
Oh no. Oh no. Help me. Help me. Get the bean. Right, tires. Did anybody have useful tire comments?
Yeah, you just don't remember because you're drunk.
True.
Yeah, I think it looks sweet. If you got a Brooks or the other one, what color would you go with the black Brooks on this?
Mm-hmm.
I would.
I'm ready to ride Black Fork.
Yeah.
That's a complete lie.
I think we should be good to go by the time of. Hopefully, by the time of Black Fork, we are riding events again.
Yeah.
Road Apple, I'm not holding my breath for. And if Road Apple happens, they probably have to do a staggered start. So I would guess, which kind of.
I know, but I told you the mass start freaks me out anyhow.
That one's not super. I mean, anyone who's gonna ride that, like they're totally into it, is gonna take off the front. I think you'd enjoy it. Trying to think, is there anyone in here who rode Road Apple? No,
Is
'cause
Brad ridden Road
Mikey
Apple?
did, but we didn't talk.
Did Kenny ride Road Apple?
Kenny was signed up for it last year.
But he went and rode the route afterwards.
Did he have a baby or something?
Yeah. Well, but he actually missed it because he had to deliver a cake.
Oh.
Well, what do you say?
I'm ready to get these pants off.
Yeah, you don't have to be on camera anymore. You can go pantsless.
I like this level. I like where it says Crust right here.
I think that fork is super sweet looking. We were talking with Danny about the, what was the rack you like? The Surly
24 pack.
24 pack? But it said it needs those mounts that the Bombora has, right?
Yeah.
I think I pretty much have every mount you could want. Don't I?
Yeah, it's pretty pretty well set up. That's the problem with my Raleigh, is it doesn't have a light before they did that, really. I'll get it if I do ride that to go bike packing or bike touring. Now that you have this, I'll have to get a little creative in how I set up the bags and everything. So.
Well, somebody will have more carrying around.
Yeah, I wanted to carry all our stuff.
What stuff did you carry? I carried so much stuff I broke a hub.
You broke a hub because you were riding Bontrager race lights on a cycle tour with all your weight on the back. Those hubs break without weight on them.
Beans? Beaner.
Come here, Beans. Come here, Beans. Come here, Beaner. Come here, Beans.
Oh. Can the audience hear that? Can you hear that, guys?
You're right by the mic.
Oh. Could you hear the bean?
I think the bean ripped one.
No, I think that was you. I think it was you, babe.
Brad, you asking me if I'm going to basket? I don't have any mounts on the fork on the Raleigh. So I think I would have to get... I think I might try and find a rack for the rear that fits my... I think they make a rack for my toe peak pannier bags that fits a disc brake bike. So that'd probably be my best option. I think the Raleigh would probably handle fine with weight on the rear. Like it's... That bike is so slack that I don't think it'd have a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're just doing...
What was, you were talking about the one guy about the front rack mount on his old...
Yeah, he had a... Did he have a truck also? Yeah, truck 520.
Just like the little clamp things, right?
Yeah, they make clamp adapters. I would just definitely want to, well, we always do before long tour, test out the setup. Because to have stuff slipping or you have to mess with your setup when you're on a long ride is the worst. It depends on what we decide to do, because Ohio to Erie, I'm totally fine on my truck on 32s. If we did the Erie Canal farther, I watched some videos of past where we went. There was some stuff that was a little more gnarly, but nothing I wouldn't, be comfortable with my truck on. It would just be whether we decided to hit gravel on the way to like mix up the route, which also introduces a bunch of hills, so it'd be up to us whether we want to hit a bunch of hills on a long tour. See ya, Kenny. Merry Christmas.
Hi, Kenny.
Hi, Kenny.
Hope you find your dad.
Yeah, Danny was talking about how he'd like a front rack because it would balance his bike better. My Trek, I have a hard time riding. I can a little bit, but with all the weight mostly towards the back, if I ride with no hands, the front wheel will start to shake a little bit. But that's not even a touring bike. It's not made for it. I just do it. I know. Not a Christmas story. I should have brought over the night before Christmas to read us out on, and I forgot. It was snowing like crazy here, and I wasn't planning to come over till a little later, and so I kind of forgot some of the stuff I was supposed to bring because I rushed out the door to get here to beat the really heavy snow, and it did. We got about 1.5 inches within an hour. So. Nice. We got a poet in here.
Oh, hey. Didn't see you there.
Yeah, you have to go back and watch the intro. We tried to do a book scene, but someone just laughed. Someone talked like they had a big game and they were going to bring it, and then they just sat there and laughed and laughed. Are you sipping on anything on Christmas Eve, Erin? Not you, Erin. Erin on. Man, Erin. Well, should we wrap it up?
Wrap it. I I mean, it's Christmas. Wrap it up like a present.
You're fired. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining us. I mean, again, we taught you how to kind of do something.
We taught them nothing.
Yeah, that's not the point. It's about hanging out and having a good time, so. Yeah, I hope everyone has a good holiday if Christmas is your thing. I'm just staying here, not doing the family thing or anything, so.
Babe, I am your family.
Well, yeah, not my immediate family. Did you see that question, Ben?
What?
The last question?
30, I think that's a 40 or 42. It says on the ring there.
Oh, it is a 40. 40. That's the box hat.
40.
And I think the back of the crank arm should be stamped. I think it's a 170.
It looks like. Yeah, 170. Alright, guys. Merry Christmas. We'll do this again on Tuesday. I have no plans yet. I don't know. And then on Thursday, might as well do a New Year's Eve party. That's probably similar to this. I don't know. I don't know if we'll be building anything or what. Come up with something.
I can get some cables.
Yeah. If we could,
Sure.
yeah, grab more parts. We'll finish this up on New Year's Eve. Why not? I brought this up on Tuesday, but I got a bunch of super high alcohol Hop and Frog beers. So.
Let's get wasted. What? What do you want me to do then?
Did you go to the outro?
Oh, no.
Oh, you look like you're about to do that.
Should I?
Outro?
All right.
We're not ready yet, babe. We're not ready.
Your mouse isn't working.
You have to just.
Oh boy.